John, how you doing? Welcome to your new Can-Am Defender. I'm going to show you the basics real quick. In here we've got your key, foot on the brake, start it up. Don't give it any throttle while you're starting it, it's fuel injected. You've got your gear selector up here. We've got park, reverse, neutral, high, and low. Over here is your 2- and 4-wheel drive selector switch. The book says you should be stopped when you switch it into 4-wheel drive, and all you do is push the button. This is a machine that has an unlockable rear differential, and what we call that is turf mode, so you can drive it on your grass. If you push the button and unlock the rear, it'll be 1-wheel drive, and you won't tear up your lawn. Over here is work mode for hauling, normal mode, and economy mode. Normal mode is probably what you're going to be in most of the time, but the other 2 modes are for doing working or getting better gas mileage. This button over here on the left hand side is your winch controller, in and out. You've got your headlights off, low, and high. It has power steering and a tilt wheel. In the dash we have digital speedometer and analog speedometer, digital tachometer. You've got a temperature gauge and a gas gauge and a trip meter, and you can roll through the modes on that and go to trip A, trip B, you can go from kilometers to miles per hour, and just play with it and read the owner's manual on how to do that. If you have any questions on anything, of course, give us a call. Let me see what else do we have over here. Let me get my flashlight out. This has a removable glove box right there. The whole thing comes out. There's a 12-volt power plug right here to power your phone. The break-in period on this, from the factory, they say that you want to change the engine oil at 100 hours, but we recommend you do it at 50, just because 100 is a long time. It's either 100 or 1,000 miles, so we would do 50 hours or 500 miles. And then in the manual, there's a section on belt break-in, and there's a section also on routine maintenance down the road from that point. This has a 4-wheel drive system that's called Visco Lock. It's automatic self-locking front differential when you're in 4-wheel drive. If it senses one of the wheels is slipping, it will lock up the front differential by shooting hydraulic fluid up there, and it locks up the front diff, and then it'll release it when it's time to let it go. Let me jump out and show you a couple things. This is how you release the bed. Got your engine access under here, your belt housings right down here. It's best if you don't sit in water too deep and just let the machine sit there. If you're driving through it, that's fine. No problem there. They say if you're going to go less than 15 miles an hour, you want to be in low gearing, or if you're going to be sustained speed, you don't want to be in low gearing. If you're going fast, 25 and higher, you want to be in high gearing. But if you're going to tow, also down into low gearing. What else do we have? This is where your air intake is for your air filter. So you'll want to make sure you keep your air filter clean. There's a section in the manual on how to do that. And this is the same on both machines. The X3 has basically the same break-in procedure, same oil change procedure, same time frame on the oil change on the X3, which is the sport model. What else do we have? You have to have your seatbelts fastened. If you're driving it and you don't have your seatbelt fastened, it has a speed limiter. You're only going to be able to go about 8 or 10 miles an hour, and it will sound like it's pinging against the rev limiter. And as soon as you plug it in, then you can go wide open. Beyond that, enjoy it. Have a great time. Please call me if you have any questions on either one of them, and we'll get your answers to you right away. Thanks.